Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are on our way to the Concord. I'm very excited. I'm Des and this is Salt and Style. Constitutional Court, guys. So, I don't know if you guys know this, because I don't think I've told anybody yet. I don't know, but if you didn't, you know now. I'm actually a lawyer by profession. Who knew I could do that? But anyway, I am a practicing attorney and I thought this would be very cool to come to and find out more. I actually did come here once. I came once when I was doing back work, I think. Came here with the firm that I was doing back work with, and it was very cool. So join me and we will see what's up here. Okay guys, so this is the flame of democracy and it burns eternally. It was lit 15 years after the Constitution was signed. Constitution was signed in 1996, and to the day, 15 years after this flame, on the 10th of December 2011, was lit.
Language known as Xhosa. It's more romantic than French. Okay, so my language is it says inkundla.
Say it again.
Inkundla. Yomgaqo siseko.
Oh, yes, that.
Yeah.
Very easy, right?
Yeah.
So the Q is the tip of your tongue with your palate. There we go. Yomgaqo siseko. So we've got 3 clicks: Q, X, Xhosa, C. All right, but if you put a G in front of every click, it becomes deep. So stick to your basic clicks.
Guys, so this area here used to be a prison. Nelson Mandela was actually here. Over down there used to be the black male prison. Over there used to be the women's prison. And down that way there is what's known as the fort, which is the white male prison. And previously, before Nelson Mandela went to Robben Island, he stayed here for a while. He was here for a bit, then he went to Robben Island, and then he came back here and he stayed in the white male prison because they didn't want to put him with the black male prisoners because they were afraid that he would influence them and cause an uprising and stuff. So he stayed in the white male prison where he was given privileges. He had a writing desk and a big cell. So this place is really entrenched with South African history. And that's why it's the home of the South African Constitutional Court. Okay guys, so that is basically the entrance to the court, and it was designed by a guy called Garth Walker. And he designed it based on Justice Zach Yacob's writing. He was blind. He had a bit of, that's actually his writing over there, if you can see. And that basically says Constitutional Court in all the 11 official languages. It was based on the graffiti that he saw in Hillbrow and also Justice Zach Yacob's handwriting, which is over there. Guys, so interesting fact. There was a bid to do the architecture of the Constitutional Court, and these big fancy architectural firms in overseas all bid and everything, and it turns out that a small little architectural firm in Durban actually won the bid to do it, so that's quite cool. These are the big ass doors that go into the Constitutional Court. They have, on it is engraved each of the constitutional rights, and it's all in that. You've got all the official languages in it. There were local artists who designed these doors. They worked with a group of carvers, wood carvers from KwaZulu-Natal. Okay guys, so the design of this is all based on, it's like all centered around like justice under the tree. So it's got like these pillars and stuff like that, which is meant to represent the branches. And then you've got like these chandeliers, being the leaves and all that. And even like the carpets here is artwork. So it's like, it's meant to represent the light being scattered, you know, with the shadows and the shade of the leaves. So it's all symbolic and representative of that justice under a tree. On the pillars you'll see like this mosaic tiles. They were designed by Jane Durant, and you'll see like the terracotta ones are meant to represent the earth, and the bluey ones are represent like the sky. So again, just bringing into the theme of justice under a tree. And you'll see like the pillars are some of them are skew and all that. Apparently, they're actually known as the pious pillars because Chief Justice Pius Langa, he did not like these skew pillars. He was like, what the hell? Why is there skew pillars? But apparently it grew on him once he actually got told what they represent and stuff like that. So it's quite a funny story. Okay guys, these stairs are the original stairs of the prison. They kept it purposefully just to represent, you know, the old regime coming into the new democracy. And these are original doors, and this is an actual cell, was a cell. And you'll see it's tiny, guys, and apparently up to like 20 people used to stay in a cell like this. It's crazy. Can you imagine like 20 people in this area? It's hectic. So this, the graffiti on the doors and on the walls are all the original graffiti and walls that the prisoners wrote. It's quite hectic. Guys, this piece here is called Through the Barrier. It's also called Ladder to Freedom, and it kind of represents, you know, that freedom is a constant. You need to work at it all the time. And so this is apparently from a mine. That's barbed wire. On top there's like an elephant bone. And then the second one from the top, that is like a snake, which represents wisdom. In a lot of African cultures, snakes represent wisdom, so that's what that means. That up there is also, that's original graffiti, guys, and the light is not working, but it says a luta continua, means the struggle continues. So that's what this is all about. And you'll see there that those lights are not working, which just is proof that the struggle continues. You know, with Eskom, if you're South African, you'll understand that. Okay guys, so the Constitutional Court is quite deliberate in their artwork. They've got a lot of art, and it's not just focused on injustices of apartheid, but continuing injustices, because injustice continues and it's in different forms. And this art here was actually done after the Marikana injustice, and that just is what that represents. That was put there specifically because of, you know, injustice is a different kind of form nowadays, and it continues. It's not just apartheid. Guys, look, there's a tree. Justice under the tree. So it's like the elders would sit and hear each party's case under a tree. That's where it all comes from. Meeting under a tree to discuss possible forced removal from land. Guys, so this piece is basically showing, you know, the village life. So this boy here has been got in the way of a bull and has been attacked by the bull, and around him is basically like the community's response to it. But basically the curator's interpretation of this is that you can't really see the artwork, the picture, unless you actually walk around the whole piece, and that's symbolic of like the constitutional court and how like you can't just look at the facts, you have to look at all angles of the facts to make a decision. So that's very symbolic, yeah. This is Justice's Chambers. Oh, it's so cool being here. Justice's offices, guys. How cool. This is the library at the Constitutional Court, and when it was first established, the aim was that this would be the largest law library in the Southern Hemisphere. We don't know if it's still the case, but it's a pretty big law library. Look at that. Okay, apparently a lot of countries also donated their law reports to the library, to this library when it was first established. So. Guys, so this is the highest court of South Africa. You don't get any higher. This is where our democracy is decided. Okay, so over there is where the justices sit on the back row, and then the clerks sit in the front on that row there and on the sides, and then the lawyers will sit over here, and then this is for the public. And over here we are sitting, or we are standing, where the media usually sits. So it's a beautiful court, look at it. Okay guys, we're gonna walk into the court now, and you'll see the doors here are modeled after Ghanaian Kented cloth. So cool. Guys, that flag there is beaded, so that's quite cool. This brick over here, it's all from the awaiting trial block. That's like the original brick. So that window there underneath those bricks is called the ribbon of light, and when court is in session, they'll see like people's feet, but they don't see the faces, and that's supposed to represent that you know, justice is blind. And so like the decisions that the justices make here will affect those people on the streets. Guys, so you'll see there's the 3 staircases. Those are the original staircases. We were on that one over there where we saw the prison cell. And those are original. They were kept here purposefully, just as a symbol of moving from, you know, the old to the new. So the old regime and system to the new democracy. And they're from the old prison, those staircases. Okay guys, that's the end of the Constitutional Court video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm a bit of a legal geek, so I loved it. I didn't realize there was so much art in the Constitutional Court. How cool. So yeah, anyway, I've also done a whole lot of done the Red Bus tour, so there's other stops. If you want to watch, remember to go subscribe and ring that bell. And guys, like, comment, all that stuff. I'll see you soon. Bye.